Why do some people become rich and stay rich for decades? Is it luck? Is it talent? Is it simply because they were born with money? The answer is usually much simpler. Rich people think differently about money. While most people spend money, rich people invest it. While most people focus only on earning, rich people focus on building assets. While most people hope for financial freedom someday, rich people create a plan and work toward it every single day. Wealth is not built by accident. It is built through habits, decisions, discipline, and long-term thinking. In this video, we will discover the powerful financial habits that help wealthy people stay wealthy and learn lessons that can help anyone improve their financial future. Because becoming rich is one thing. Staying rich is a completely different skill. Lesson 1. Rich people buy assets, not liabilities. One of the biggest differences between wealthy people and financially struggling people is how they use their money. Most people earn money and immediately spend it. They buy things that lose value. They buy things that make them look rich. They buy things that impress other people. But wealthy people think differently. Before spending money, they often ask a simple question. Will this make me money in the future, or will it take money from me? This question changes everything. The truth is simple. Rich people focus on buying assets. Many people work hard for money their entire lives. They spend years earning salaries, working overtime, and saving what they can. But wealthy people understand something important. Working for money is only one part of building wealth. The other part is making money work for you. This is where assets become important. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket or increases in value over time. Examples may include investments, businesses, rental properties, stocks, valuable skills, intellectual property, or anything that can generate future income. A liability is different. A liability usually takes money out of your pocket. It costs money to maintain. It loses value. It creates expenses without producing income. Many people spend most of their income on liabilities while believing they are becoming wealthier. This creates financial problems later. Another important truth is this. Wealth is built through ownership. Many people focus only on consumption. They buy, spend, upgrade, repeat. But wealthy people spend a large part of their life building ownership. They own investments, own businesses, own assets that continue producing value long after the original purchase. This creates long-term financial growth. Imagine two people earning the same amount of money. The first person spends most of their income on things that quickly lose value. The second person consistently buys assets and invests for the future. 10 years later, their financial lives may look completely different. The difference often comes from decisions, not income alone. Another lesson is this. Assets create freedom. Many people believe freedom comes from earning more money. Higher income certainly helps. But true financial freedom usually comes when assets begin generating income without requiring constant effort. This is why wealthy people often focus on building assets first. They understand that relying on a single paycheck forever can be risky. Assets provide additional support and opportunities. Another powerful truth is this. Rich people often delay pleasure. Many people want immediate rewards. They see money and immediately think about spending it. But wealthy people often think about future returns. Instead of asking, "What can I buy today?" they ask, What can I invest in today that will help me tomorrow? This mindset requires patience, and patience is one of the most important financial skills. Many people want wealth immediately, but wealth is usually built slowly, investment after investment, decision after decision, year after year. Another important lesson is this: small investments can become powerful over time. Many people avoid investing because they believe they need a huge amount of money. But successful investors often start small. The key is consistency. Money invested regularly can grow significantly over long periods because of compounding and growth. This is why wealthy people think long-term. They understand that today's decisions affect tomorrow's financial future. Another truth is this: knowledge is an asset too. Rich people often invest heavily in learning. They buy books, learn skills, attend courses, improve their knowledge. Because knowledge can increase income and create opportunities. A valuable skill can become an asset that earns money for years. This is why personal growth and financial growth often go together. Many people try to look rich. Wealthy people often focus on becoming rich. There is a big difference. Looking rich usually requires spending money. Becoming rich usually requires investing money wisely. The desire to impress others can destroy financial progress. The desire to build assets can create long-term wealth. This is why wealthy people often think differently about status and spending. They care more about financial strength than financial appearance. Assets create options. The more valuable assets you own, the more opportunities you have. You gain flexibility, security, freedom, and greater control over your financial future. This is why building assets remains one of the most important habits of wealthy people. Remember this carefully. Rich people do not simply earn money. They use money to acquire assets that can grow, produce value, and create future income. That is one of the biggest reasons they stay rich. Because while others spend money on things that lose value, wealthy people focus on building things that can increase value over time. And over the years, that difference can completely change a person's financial future. Lesson 2. They make money work for them. Most people spend their entire lives working for money. They wake up early, go to work, earn a paycheck, pay bills, and then repeat the cycle again and again. There's nothing wrong with working hard. In fact, hard work is important. But wealthy people understand something that many people never learn. There is a limit to how much you can work. There is a limit to how many hours exist in a day. This is why rich people focus on making money work for them instead of depending only on their own labor. The truth is simple. If you only work for money, your income is limited by your time. But when money starts working for you, wealth can grow even while you sleep. This idea changes everything. Many wealthy people do not stop working. They often work very hard. The difference is that they use part of their money to create future income. Instead of spending every dollar they earn, they invest some of it. They understand that money can become a tool that creates more money. This is one of the biggest secrets of long-term wealth. Another important truth is this: every dollar can be spent or invested. Most people immediately think about spending. Rich people often think about investing first. They ask themselves, how can this money help me earn more money in the future? This mindset helps them grow wealth steadily over time. While others focus on short-term pleasure, wealthy people focus on long-term growth. This requires patience. And patience is one of the most valuable financial skills. Many people want results immediately, but wealth is usually built slowly through smart decisions repeated over many years. Money should have a purpose. Many people receive income and spend it without a clear plan. But wealthy people often give their money a job. Some money is used for living expenses. Some money is saved. Some money is invested. Each dollar has a purpose. This creates financial control. People who control their money usually have a better chance of building wealth than people who spend without a plan. Another powerful truth is this: small amounts of money can grow into large amounts over time. Many people underestimate the power of consistency. They think, I don't have enough money to invest. I'll start later. But successful investors often begin with small amounts. The important thing is developing the habit. Money invested consistently can grow year after year. This is why wealthy people think differently about time. They understand that time can be one of the greatest wealth-building tools. The earlier money begins working, the more opportunity it has to grow. Another important lesson is this: wealthy people focus on cash flow. They want money coming in from multiple directions, not just from their daily work. They look for ways to create additional income through investments, businesses, assets, and opportunities. This creates financial stability. If one source slows down, others continue producing income. This mindset reduces risk and increases financial strength. Making money work for you requires discipline. Many people know they should invest. Many people know they should save. But knowledge alone changes nothing. Action creates results. Wealthy people are often disciplined enough to delay spending today so they can enjoy greater financial freedom tomorrow. This is not always easy. It requires long-term thinking. It requires self-control. It requires patience. But these habits create powerful results. Another lesson is this: financial freedom is usually built before it is visible. People often see wealthy individuals enjoying success later in life. What they do not see are the years of discipline behind that success, the years of investing, the years of saving, the years of making smart financial decisions. Wealth often grows quietly before it becomes visible. This is why consistency matters so much. Another powerful truth is this: money is a tool. In the hands of someone who understands it, money can create opportunities, freedom, and security. In the hands of someone who spends without thinking, money disappears quickly. This is why financial education matters. The more you understand how money works, the better decisions you can make. And better decisions create better outcomes. Remember this carefully. The wealthy do not simply earn money. They use money strategically. They save it, invest it, grow it, and allow it to work on their behalf. That is one of the biggest reasons they continue building wealth year after year. Because instead of spending all their money today, they create systems that help money produce more money tomorrow. Lesson 3. They use debt wisely. Many people believe that all debt is bad. But wealthy people often understand something important. Debt itself is not the problem. The way debt is used is what matters. The truth is simple. Poor debt takes money out of your pocket. Smart debt helps create more value, income, or opportunities. This is why rich people think differently about borrowing money. Many people use debt to buy things that lose value. They borrow money for unnecessary spending. They buy things they cannot truly afford. Then they spend years paying interest on purchases that no longer help them. This creates financial pressure. Wealthy people try to avoid this type of debt because it makes building wealth more difficult. They understand that borrowing money for short-term pleasure can create long-term financial problems. Another important truth is this: rich people focus on return, not emotion. Before using debt, they often ask, will this help me create more income? Will this increase value in the future? Will this improve my financial position over time? They think carefully before making financial commitments. They do not borrow simply because they can. They borrow when there is a clear purpose and a clear plan. This mindset creates better financial decisions. Another lesson is this: debt without a plan is dangerous. Many people take loans without fully understanding the consequences. They focus on what they can buy today and ignore what they must repay tomorrow. This creates stress. Financial freedom becomes harder because future income is already committed to past decisions. Wealthy people usually study the numbers carefully. They understand the cost. They understand the risk. They understand the potential reward. This helps them make more informed decisions. Another powerful truth is this: financial discipline matters more than income. Some people earn large amounts of money but stay financially stressed because they misuse debt. Others earn less but build wealth steadily because they manage money wisely. The size of your income is important, but the way you manage that income is often even more important. This is why wealthy people pay attention to financial habits. Good habits create long-term success. Bad habits create long-term problems. Avoid emotional spending. Many financial mistakes happen because people make emotional decisions. They see something they want. They become excited. They borrow money immediately. Later, they realize the purchase was not worth the financial burden. Wealthy people often separate emotions from financial decisions. They think carefully. They compare options. They consider long-term consequences. This creates stronger financial outcomes. Money should create opportunities, not stress. When debt becomes too large, it can limit freedom. People feel trapped. They lose flexibility. They worry constantly about payments. This is why wise financial decisions are so important. Rich people usually try to keep control over their finances rather than allowing finances to control them. They understand that financial peace has value. Patience protects wealth. Many people want everything immediately. They do not want to wait. They do not want to save. They want instant gratification. This mindset often leads to unnecessary debt. Wealthy people are often willing to wait. They understand that patience can save money, reduce risk, and create better opportunities later. This long-term thinking helps them stay financially strong. Another powerful truth is this: understanding money is a skill. Nobody is born knowing how to manage finances perfectly. People learn, they study, they improve, they gain experience. This is why wealthy people often spend time learning about money, investing, business, and financial planning. Knowledge helps them avoid costly mistakes, and avoiding costly mistakes is a major part of building wealth. Remember this carefully. Debt can be helpful or harmful depending on how it is used. The wealthy usually avoid borrowing for things that only create expenses. Instead, they think carefully, plan carefully, and focus on financial decisions that support long-term growth. That is one reason they stay rich. They do not allow money decisions to be controlled by emotions. They make decisions based on logic, discipline, and long-term thinking. Lesson 4. They never stop learning and adapting. One of the biggest reasons rich people stay rich is that they never stop learning. Many people finish school and believe their education is complete. They stop reading, stop learning new skills, stop improving their knowledge. As a result, their growth slows down. But wealthy people understand something important. The world is always changing. Technology changes. Businesses change, markets change, opportunities change. And the people who continue learning are usually the people who continue growing. The truth is simple. Your income often grows when your knowledge grows. This is why successful people invest heavily in learning. They read books, listen to podcasts, study businesses, learn new skills, seek advice from experienced people. They understand that knowledge can create opportunities that money alone cannot create. Another important truth is this: the more you learn, the better your decisions become. Many financial mistakes happen because people lack information. They make decisions without understanding the consequences. They follow trends without doing research. They trust opinions without checking facts. Wealthy people try to avoid this. They gather information before making important decisions. They ask questions, study the details, and continue learning throughout their lives. This helps them make smarter choices. Another lesson is this: skills are assets. Money can disappear. A business can fail. Markets can change. But valuable skills can stay with you for life. A person with strong skills can often create new opportunities even after setbacks. This is why rich people constantly improve themselves. They understand that investing in knowledge is one of the safest investments they can make. Every new skill increases potential. Every lesson creates growth. Every improvement creates possibilities. Another powerful truth is this: successful people are willing to change. Many people stay stuck because they refuse to adapt. They keep doing things the same way even when the world changes around them. This can be dangerous. A strategy that worked 10 years ago may not work today. A business model that worked in the past may become outdated. This is why adaptability is valuable. Wealthy people pay attention to change. They look for new trends, new opportunities, new technologies, new ways to improve. Instead of resisting change, they learn how to use it to their advantage. Another important lesson is this: failure can be an education. Many people see failure as the end. Successful people often see failure as feedback. They study their mistakes, learn from them, adjust their approach, and try again. This mindset helps them improve faster. Every mistake contains a lesson. Every setback contains information. The people who learn from failure often become wiser and stronger than the people who avoid challenges completely. Another truth is this: curiosity creates growth. Wealthy people often ask questions. They want to understand how things work. They want to know why some businesses succeed, why some investments perform better, why some people achieve extraordinary results. This curiosity helps them discover opportunities that others overlook. People who stop asking questions often stop growing. People who stay curious continue learning. And learning creates advantages over time. Another lesson is this: learning should become a lifelong habit. Many people only learn when they are forced to. Successful people learn because they want to improve. They make learning part of their lifestyle. A few pages of reading each day, a new skill each year, a commitment to personal growth. These small habits create huge results over time. Knowledge compounds just like money. The more you learn, the easier it becomes to learn even more. Another powerful truth is this: The future belongs to people who are willing to adapt. The world will continue changing. New opportunities will appear. New challenges will arise. The people who stay flexible, keep learning, and continue growing will usually be in the strongest position. This is why wealthy people rarely become comfortable for too long. They continue improving, continue studying, continue adapting, because they know that success is not something you achieve once. It is something you continue building. Remember this carefully. Rich people stay rich because they never stop learning. They understand that knowledge creates opportunities, skills create value, and adaptability creates long-term success. The moment you stop learning, your growth begins slowing down. But when you commit to lifelong learning, you give yourself the ability to grow, improve, and create new opportunities for the rest of your life. Lesson 5. They know their numbers. One of the biggest reasons wealthy people stay wealthy is because they know exactly where their money is going. Many people work hard every month, earn money, pay bills, spend what is left, and then wonder why they are not getting ahead financially. They know how much they earn, but they do not know how much they spend. They do not know how much they save. They do not know how much they invest. This creates financial confusion. The truth is simple. What you do not measure, you cannot improve. Rich people understand this. That is why they pay attention to their numbers. They know their income. They know their expenses. They know their investments. They know their financial goals. This awareness helps them make better decisions. Another important truth is this: money grows where attention goes. Many people ignore their finances because they think checking numbers is boring or stressful. But avoiding your finances does not improve them. In fact, it often creates bigger problems. Wealthy people regularly review their financial situation because they want clarity. They want to know exactly what is happening. This habit helps them identify problems early and make adjustments before small issues become large ones. Another lesson is this: financial awareness creates control. Imagine driving a car without looking at the dashboard. You would not know your speed. You would not know your fuel level. You would not know if something was wrong. Managing money works the same way. If you never check your financial situation, you may not realize problems are developing. Rich people stay informed. They pay attention. They understand that awareness creates control, and control creates better outcomes. Another powerful truth is this: small expenses matter. Many people believe only large purchases affect wealth, but small daily expenses can add up quickly. A little money wasted every day may not seem important. Over months and years, however, those small amounts can become significant. Wealthy people understand this. They are careful with their money not because they are afraid to spend, but because they understand the value of every dollar. They know that small financial decisions repeated daily can have a huge impact over time. Another important lesson is this: knowing your numbers helps you make smarter decisions. When you understand your financial situation clearly, it becomes easier to decide where to invest, where to save, and where to reduce unnecessary spending. Without information, decisions become guesses. With information, decisions become strategies. This is why wealthy people often track their finances carefully. They want facts, not assumptions. Another truth is this: successful people focus on net growth. They do not only focus on how much money comes in, they also focus on how much wealth is being built. A person can earn a high income and still struggle financially if spending is uncontrolled. At the same time, a person with a moderate income can build wealth through smart management and consistent investing. This is why income alone does not create wealth. Financial habits matter too. Another lesson is this: reviewing finances creates discipline. When you regularly look at your numbers, you become more aware of your habits. You notice where money is being wasted. You notice opportunities to improve. You notice progress toward your goals. This awareness encourages better behavior. Many people are surprised by how much they can improve simply by paying attention. Another powerful truth is this: rich people treat money like a business. Even when managing personal finances, they pay attention to details. They monitor performance, track progress, review results, and make adjustments when necessary. This business-like approach helps them stay financially strong. They do not leave their future to chance. They manage it actively. Another important lesson is this: financial goals require measurement. If you want to save a certain amount, invest a certain amount, or reach a specific financial target, you must track progress. Otherwise, it becomes difficult to know whether you are moving forward. Wealthy people understand that goals become more achievable when they are measured consistently. Progress becomes visible. Motivation increases, and better decisions follow. Remember this carefully. You do not need to be wealthy to start paying attention to your finances. In fact, paying attention is often one of the reasons people become wealthy in the first place. Know your numbers. Know your income. Know your expenses. Know your goals. Because financial success is not only about earning money. It is also about understanding, managing, and growing the money you already have. Lesson 6. They build multiple sources of income. One of the biggest financial mistakes many people make is depending on only one source of income. They have one job, one paycheck, one way of earning money. And if that income suddenly stops, their financial life can become very stressful. Wealthy people understand this risk. That is why they often focus on building multiple sources of income. The truth is simple. The more income streams you have, the stronger your financial foundation becomes. Imagine a table with only one leg. It would be unstable. Now imagine a table with several strong legs. It becomes much more secure. Your finances work the same way. Depending on a single income source can be risky. Multiple income sources create stability. Another important truth is this: rich people do not rely on only one way of making money. They may have a business. They may own investments. They may receive income from assets. They may create products or services. They look for different ways to generate cash flow. This creates financial strength. If one source slows down, other sources continue working. This reduces stress and increases security. Many people believe building multiple income streams requires being rich first, but that is not always true. Most wealthy people started small. They built one income source first, then gradually added more over time. The key is consistency. The key is thinking long-term. Another lesson is this: multiple income streams create freedom. When all your money comes from one place, your choices become limited. You may feel trapped. You may feel dependent. You may feel afraid of change. But when income comes from several sources, you gain flexibility. You gain confidence. You gain options. This is one reason wealthy people work hard to diversify their income. They do not want their future depending on a single source. Another powerful truth is this: skills can create income. Many people think income only comes from a job, but skills can become valuable income-producing assets. Writing, teaching, design, sales, marketing, technology, communication, leadership. The more valuable your skills become, the more opportunities you create. This is why rich people often invest heavily in personal development. They understand that skills can create new income streams for years to come. Another important lesson is this: building wealth takes time. Many people want instant results. They want financial freedom immediately. But wealth is usually built step by step, income stream by income stream, investment by investment, decision by decision. The people who stay patient often make the greatest progress. They understand that small, consistent efforts can create huge results over time. This mindset helps them stay focused. Another truth is this: do not spend every dollar you earn. Many people increase spending every time income increases. They earn more, then immediately spend more. Because of this, their financial situation never improves significantly. Wealthy people often do something different. When income increases, they frequently invest part of it into creating future income. They use today's money to build tomorrow's opportunities. This habit helps them stay rich. Another lesson is this: financial security comes from preparation. Life is unpredictable. Industries change, businesses change, technology changes, economic conditions change. People who have multiple income sources are often better prepared for these changes. They are less dependent on any single situation. This creates resilience, and resilience is valuable in both life and business. Another powerful truth is this: every income stream starts small. Many successful businesses started as simple ideas. Many investments started with small amounts of money. Many opportunities began with one decision. Do not underestimate small beginnings. What matters most is getting started and staying consistent. Small streams can grow into powerful rivers over time. Remember this carefully. Rich people stay rich because they do not rely on only one source of income. They build multiple streams. They develop valuable skills. They invest in opportunities. And they create financial systems that continue producing income over time. The goal is not simply to work harder. The goal is to build a stronger financial foundation. Because the more ways you can create value and earn income, the more secure and flexible your future becomes. Lesson 7. They have a clear financial plan and goal. One of the biggest reasons wealthy people stay wealthy is because they know exactly where they are going financially. Many people want more money. They want financial freedom. They want a better future. But they do not have a clear plan. They do not know how much they want to save, how much they want to invest, or what financial success actually looks like for them. Because of this, they move through life without direction. The truth is simple. A goal without a plan is only a wish. Rich people understand this. They do not leave their financial future to luck. They create a plan. They set targets. They track progress. And they make decisions that move them closer to their goals. This gives them clarity. And clarity creates action. Another important truth is this: people who know where they are going make better decisions. Imagine getting into a car without knowing your destination. You could drive for hours and still not arrive anywhere meaningful. Money works the same way. If you do not know what you are trying to achieve financially, it becomes easy to waste time, money, and opportunities. Wealthy people often have specific goals. They know what they want. They know why they want it. And they know what steps are required to reach it. This creates focus. Another lesson is this: financial goals create discipline. When people have no clear goal, spending becomes easier. Saving becomes harder. Investing becomes less consistent. But when a person has a clear objective, decisions become easier. Every financial choice can be measured against that goal. They begin asking, will this help my future? Will this move me closer to my target? Is this purchase worth delaying my progress? These questions improve decision-making. Another powerful truth is this: long-term thinking builds wealth. Many people focus only on today. They think about immediate pleasure, immediate comfort, immediate rewards. Wealthy people often think years ahead. They think about retirement, future investments, business growth, financial security. Because they think long-term, they are willing to make sacrifices today for greater rewards tomorrow. This mindset helps them stay rich. Another important lesson is this: a plan creates confidence. Financial stress often comes from uncertainty. People worry because they do not know where they stand. They do not know whether they are progressing. They do not know if they are prepared for the future. A clear plan reduces this uncertainty. Even when progress is slow, they know they are moving in the right direction. That creates peace of mind. Goals should be written down. Many successful people write their goals clearly. They do not keep everything inside their head. Writing goals makes them more real. It creates commitment. It creates accountability. And it provides something measurable to work toward. A written goal becomes a reminder of what truly matters. Another lesson is this: review your progress regularly. A financial plan is not something you create once and forget. Rich people often review their finances, investments, and goals regularly. They check what is working. They identify what needs improvement, and they adjust when necessary. This flexibility helps them stay on track, because life changes, opportunities change, and plans sometimes need adjustment. Another powerful truth is this: patience is part of every successful financial plan. Many people give up because results take time. They want wealth immediately. But wealth is usually built slowly, month after month, year after year, decision after decision. The people who remain patient often achieve the greatest success because they continue following the plan while others quit. This consistency creates powerful results. Another important lesson is this: financial goals are not only about money. Money is a tool. The real purpose is freedom, security, opportunity, peace of mind, the ability to help your family, the ability to live according to your values. Wealthy people understand this. They do not simply chase money. They use money to build the life they want. Remember this carefully. Rich people stay rich because they have a clear direction. They know their goals. They create a plan. They stay disciplined. And they make decisions that support their future. Because financial success rarely happens by accident. It usually happens when clear goals, smart decisions, patience, and consistent action work together over a long period of time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful motivational and self-improvement videos. We will see you in the next video.